Hey, it's Shanti, Graham on a mission. I hope you'll just press pause for a second and listen to what I have to say, particularly if you're a parent or a teacher or just interested in being your best me. I've been around for a long time, raising children for over 50 years and also watching my grandchildren become young adults. And some of the things I've noticed, I wanted to share with you because when I was raising kids, I thought, man, I wish I had somewhere to go where, people would kind of help me understand a little bit more how to raise these kids because, it's on the job training. And so here I am. Do I have all the answers? Oh, heavens, no. But one of the things I want to share with you is the importance of us understanding how our thoughts work and how our human operating system works. Because when we start to understand that, guess what we understand? That behavior isn't a personality trait. It's actually a biological behavior. And, kids don't just wake up to say, I'm going to be defiant today. They have a dysregulation in their body, or they're anxious, or they're feeling nervous about things, and they get disturbed just like we do. And if we can start to teach these children at a young age how their systems work, it's really going to help them ground themselves and feel more comfortable in their own skin. And one of the things that we want to share with them is that if we start in a young age, we're going to help them have a more grounded feeling about themselves. And I know this to be true because there's a Nobel laureate who has followed children after early childhood development and noticed that these kids prosper, they're healthier, and they feel better about themselves. And that's what I want for your children and for my children too. You see, our children are in a pivotal generation. They're going to make a difference in this world because you know what? We're not very sustainable right now. From the water we drink to the food we eat to the institutions we've created, we've got a lot of collapsing going on. And we're going to make differences. And your children are going to help do that and help us to create a better way for all of us to live together, to collaborate, to cooperate, and to understand each other better. And so, as parents, I'd like to see us all give them a strong foundation to help them understand how this human operating system works. Because the truth of the matter is that we're hardwired for bliss, for goodness, for dignity, benevolence, but we've been reprogrammed over years and years of, just human struggle that we believed we had to deal with. It's not true. And I want you to start to understand that, by being present with your children and starting to use connection rather than correction. So often we've been taught, give them a timeout, do this, do that. And you know what? Behavior is a biological function. There's chemicals running around inside them that they really need to learn how to calm down and relax. And I have a system that I've been sharing with this Northern California schools for the last 10 years, creating a sense of well-being and an understanding for kids and to follow them and see what they're learning when I teach them this. And I'd like to share it with you now. It's called Life Ingredients. And to get a better feeling for what I teach and how to get to know our teaching system, I'd like to offer you the Thought Box. It's a simple little video that starts to teach kids that, oh, I'm not stuck in my mind chatter, that I can make changes, that I can learn to breathe and relax, and I can train my brain just like a puppy is trained. We can make a difference. And when we do, we have a superpower because we start to understand our thoughts are things, they're real, they matter, they become matter, but they're not always true. And that can teach us a whole lot. So make sure that you take the time to download this with your kids, spend some time with it. It's absolutely free. And you may turn out to really enjoy the rest of the programs that I have. I've made it extremely affordable because what's important to me is that you get this knowledge and share it with your children to make a better world for them and a great future. Be well.